Okay, here we are. We are live within the spot with Tyra and Julia. Hi, everyone. It is Thursday here on Vancouver Island, and my co-host Julia is on the mainland, but still in BC, Canada. And today we're really excited. We have a gal joining us all the way from UK, and I tell you, it is something when you have to start planning things with time changes. It's always fun. But before we get going, I want to share some information with you. If you are interested in interacting with us during this session, please feel free to. You will have to, over Julia there, you will have to give, there it is, StreamYard permission so they can post your comments. And also, if you have not, there is a notification that you can see when we're going to go live. You'll be notified, so you can join us. Also, my TN Grow Wealth Together on Facebook. Enjoy it, follow it, share it. I have the same name on my YouTube channel, TN Grow Wealth Together. And if you're into Telegram, it's the same thing there, so it's easy to find. I would love you to join us on any of those platforms. And that's kind of my coverage. And Julia?
And hi, everybody. Julia here. Welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm so excited today for the interview with Sharon. I'm glad you can join us. I just wanted to concur with Tyra. I also have a YouTube channel that I would love to invite you to. It's also the same name for Facebook business page and Telegram. It's AJ Internet Solutions. So I invite you to come and join and enjoy our chat today. And I'm going to give it back to Tyra.
Okay, so we are going to welcome Sharon Parkinson, as I said, from the UK. She has been with OnPassive since 2018. She's a coach, an educator, a problem solver. So here we go. Welcome, Sharon. Hi, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks, Tyra. Thanks, Julie, for having me.
Good.
How you doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you. So
can you hear me okay?
What's that?
Can you hear me okay? I'm not quite loud normally.
Yes. You have a beautiful
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me on the call. I'm looking forward to it. Be kind and be gentle, please.
Okay. We'll be nice. So Sharon, we're going to hop right in, and I am going to ask you, because you've been in OnPassive since 2018, I want to ask you about your business background. Like, you've been in IT and communications. You said you love digital marketing. Can you expand this for us a bit, please?
Yeah, I mean, I started my my journey with, it started off in IT when I was a teenager, well, just out of school. And I've always been fascinated by computers, not really into programming, but just how things are fast moving. And I got into communications because it was a natural progression. So I was used to doing things like this, video, webinars, and helping companies. So not necessarily for myself, but helping other companies to find the communications that was best for their company. So I've worked with Cisco, I've worked with Microsoft, some of the big boys that we're trying to target. So I know some of the issues that they used to have with integration. We used to sell a new product, which could take 5 years to develop, don't forget. So when people complain about us taking 2 years to get where we are, and we've got 50 products, they can take 5 years for one. So that's one thing to remember. So I've seen it from that side where you'll integrate a product and then it doesn't work. They have to then spend weeks and months developing interfaces. So that side of things I've seen. So I understand that. And then on the digital marketing, I got into the building teams about 2017, something like that. But I don't like talking to people. I don't mind talking to people. I don't like, what they call belly to belly marketing. I don't like it. I'm quite a shy person. I don't come across like that on camera, but if you put me in a room with people and ask me to go and just talk to a room, I will just go and hide in the toilet. So I'd rather do it like this. I'll either do it through email, or I'll do it through webinars, or I'll do it through videos. And you can reach more people and you can tell your story. And it's just a much easier way of dealing with people than going to meetings and driving up and down motorways. My job used to take me all over well, not all over the world, but I've been all over Europe. And I used to spend hours and days and weeks away from home. I hated it. I like being able to do what I want to do. If I want to travel, I want to travel with Neil, not be stuck in a hotel in the middle of nowhere with people I don't even want to work with. So for me, digital marketing, it brought that kind of thing to us. We could go and travel because you can do it anywhere. It's, you've got a laptop, you've got Wi-Fi, you've got a phone. We've been in Barbados, I've worked. We've been in Malta, I've worked. You can be anywhere and you can work. And that's what digital marketing can do for you. So that, for me, is kind of OnPassive going into that kind of industry was like a blessing in disguise. So that's why I got into it, to be honest. And that was 2018. Things have changed so much since then. If you've not been involved in it since only this year, you've not seen what we saw back then. And it's now 10 times better, if not 50 times better.
Yeah.
Interesting. Exactly. So Sharon, maybe with all your expertise in the last couple years, we know that OnPassive, the company, pretty much does everything for you: builds your team, sends traffic your way, builds your business, etc. If OnPassive does all that, why would you build a team?
Well, there's many reasons why. I mean, I like to build teams because I like to help people. So people use the word recruit. I don't recruit anybody. I've never recruited anybody. I hate that word. I like to share and help people. So if somebody's, they maybe don't like the job, or they're struggling they need finances, they need some way to build an income. And what do they want to go and do? What are their options? Go and get a second job in a bar or something, or go and do something online, which you can do in your bedroom or when you're watching TV. That's why, there's no reason why you can't do things like that with this kind of thing. So, and also, obviously, there's the income potential will expand. We don't want to talk about money, but if you build a team and help them, it's all about helping your team. It's not about numbers for me. I build a team and then I work with the team. And the support that I give is like, probably for me, I give everything. So there's people out there who will go and recruit and then they just leave people on their own. I never do that. We have weekly webinars, we have weekly meetings, building things for them, tools, and it's all about support. So if you're willing to do that, then go ahead and build a team. If you're not, let the company do it for you. But what I don't like to do, and some people are not like this, but I don't like to be, it's like going back into a job, isn't it? You've got somebody dictating to you how quickly you can earn your money. If you do your own building of your own team and helping and support them, you've got your own destiny in your hands, haven't you? Right. So you can either sit back and wait, but you could be waiting and waiting. We don't know how long things will take. Or you can get off, I'm going to say something, get off your bum, but get up there and do something and make it happen for yourself. And for, like women, we have to take that extra initiative, don't we? That's the thing. Right. We need to push ourselves, because if we don't, other people will come in and get in front of us. So at the end of the day, I'm always wanting to push myself and better our lifestyle at the end of the day. So you don't need to recruit. There's absolutely no need. But if you want to move quicker and get to your goal quicker, then that is an option, really. And it's not about recruiting. It's about helping and sharing. That's all you need to do. Ash is all about helping and sharing, isn't it? It's not a network marketing company. It's the sharing and caring and helping business. And that's all you need to do.
Well,
thank you.
Question. Well said. We'll remember that one, Sharon. Get off your
Get off.
Right. So, okay. I know you're working on getting a digital marketing agency going. So you are building a business apart from OnPassive. Now, how are you going to tie those two together? Like, how is OnPassive going to help your business, or if people have existing businesses, how is this going to help?
With OnPassive will help any business, no matter whether it's the the biggest problem will be is the commercial product companies, because we don't know how big this will grow. So I would imagine there'll be a team of people who do that specific task. But for general, shops in the high street or online businesses, OnPassive will be the one-stop shop. Because I don't know about you, I don't know if you do marketing at the moment, but I have I have a marketing suite to build website, as I have an email marketing suite to write emails. I've got video marketing like Zoom. Oh, I've got about 10 different things I have to use every day. Right. I'm trying to remember the passwords for everything. I've had to create a document just so I know how to log in. So having it all in one screen where you can just literally click a button, same password in, and just doing that in itself is a time-saving aspect, really. But right. Because they all interface, you're not having to, if you've got a customer in your CRM, it will automatically be in your OConnect. So it's a seamless process of moving from place to place. So for me, I see this for any businesses being a tool for time management, so reducing the time it takes to do things, reducing the cost because you've got one fee, not all these different fees, one support desk. There's many, many reasons why a business will need this company, on top of the opportunity to actually reduce the costs of anything to zero if they want to do that. So for me, it will work with my business, and it'll also supplement it as well. I can go to a client and say, tell me what you want, and then I can work out if OnPassive can do it, and if it can't, I can do it on the other side. Right. But OnPassive will be my go-to business. It's all in one solution, really easy to sell because it's one product, one cost, and I'll know it inside out within a week. Right. I can't wait to learn products because I will pick them all up pretty quick.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask you about. I understand what you're saying about having all of these different programs in order to run one business. So, of course, something you touched on is the money factor.
Exactly.
Because, that's going to save a lot of money for a lot of people business-wise, because even if you come in as a founder for $97, you have access to all the 50 products.
Exactly.
So that is going to be a priceless thing to have.
It's not just the products as well. It's if you think about the unlimited aspect, which is important. So for me, I've got one product. Let's talk about Zoom on an Aweber. I've got two products, Zoom and Aweber. They are, if you go over a certain amount, the price significantly increases to quite a lot, and you're paying per user or per email. And you look at your cost and you're thinking, how did it go from like 25 to 55 or 25 to 155? And it can happen overnight without any warning. With OnPassive, it's a one cost, one fee. You know what the cost is up front. If you're a reseller or a founder, you're going to, over time, going to get that to zero. We don't know how quickly that's going to happen, but you're going to get it to zero. And at some point, you're going to be in profit. So it's literally a no-brainer. Why would anybody not want OnPassive is the answer, really. So I think that's where it's coming, and that's why it's so exciting, because you can see the volume of people who are going to come into OnPassive once they understand what we're all about.
Oh, for sure.
And what I also think is the fact that for myself and for other people that I know, the one-stop shop, I have so many different products and so many different companies and so many different credit card stuff that I have to pay each month. It's just the one-stop shop just is mind-blowing to me. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, so I think it's going to save people a lot of time and money at the end of the day.
Indeed.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, especially nowadays with COVID and everything. A lot of people have lost their jobs and don't know where to go. And it's all coming down the pipe, right? But I think it's just a brilliant.
And if you're willing to learn, the thing what I've loved, some people don't like the fact that they're in lockdown. I'm not saying I like it, but it's made me have time that I didn't know I had before, because I was using it for other things, which they weren't income producing activities, put it that way.
Right.
So now I've had literally, like I said, I had 24 hours is just not enough in a day. I'm going to bed at 3 a.m.
Oh,
because but it's not that I'm dreading it. I mean, I go to bed and I'm not tired. I'm still wide awake because I'm so excited for what I'm doing. So I think it's just one of those things. If you're willing to learn, when OnPassive goes live, if you're willing to sit down and learn those products, you can easily sell those products if you put your mind to it. And it's not about selling, it's just sharing again. So I'm going to do loads of training videos about how to use the products. I'm sure the company will as well. But that should be your first point of call, is pick one product and then learn it and do some videos if you want to. You don't have to. But that will get you, you'll get your videos on the internet and you will attract clients, no problem. They'll want the products. They'll just want somebody to work with. You need to be that person in Toronto or that person in the UK who they want to work with. That's the thing. So we've got an opportunity of, I don't know how long, but we have that opportunity now to get ourselves in a position where people want to work with us. And that's the key point, really.
Well, if you think about it, we all had to learn Twitter. We all had to learn Microsoft. We all had to put the time in to learn Word and Excel. And so, I mean, it's just a matter of putting the time into it and learning.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. So.
Yeah, that is amazing.
And you'll have fun because we're all going to be learning together. Like, there's 500,000 of us nearly, isn't there?
Yeah.
What other company has launched with 500,000 people, all with the same goal? It's unbelievable.
Yes.
We're all wanting to help each other. We're not like, I'm not telling you about that. It's for me. We're quite happy to share what we're doing. It's no problem.
You can see why it is going to be such a force to be reckoned with, because if you think of 500,000 people that are going in a specific direction, be it, some of the products we have named and will be coming out, that it's really going to impact what's going on. And you can see how it would go completely viral.
I think the biggest thing I think people have got to get their head around is not the money. Forget the money. That's a byproduct. Think about the cause. So what is the reason? Why is Ash doing what he's doing? Is to help people. He could have gone to 10 millionaires or billionaires and said, give me 2 million or 10 million and let's all be rich and we'll go and live on the beach, us 10. Oh, what should we do? Should we let 500,000 or even 1 million people, work with us? It's a big headache. Why would anybody in the right mind do that? But he did. And he's given that opportunity to a lot of people. So it means that he's spreading the wealth, and we all have bought into that idea. So we know if we become wealthy, we will help people as well. So it's about spreading the word, isn't it? And that's what OnPassive is. It's not money. It's helping and sharing and caring. That's the key point. So if you've got that mindset, this is the business for you. If you're greedy and it's all about you, this is not for you.
Right.
It won't work at the end of the day. You've got to be of the right mindset. And you've got to know that, some of us have worked for nothing for 2 years. We've done not all of our OnPassive business has been for nothing from a monetary point of view, but from a building and growing and learning and loving and finding people to work with. It's been amazing. I would not swap it for the world, but I've not earned a penny in it, but that will come later. And that's the point.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When your bottom line is looked after, whatever your financial issues are, it does, as you're saying, it's not about the money anymore, because now you don't have to think about how am I paying my mortgage, et cetera, et cetera. Now you're looking outward. You're not looking inward anymore. You're looking out. And what can I do? And I just love the fact that we hear it time and time again from founders. We hear it from our CEO, Ash Mufareh, that it's about helping humanity. What's the sense of being wealthy if you just hoard it to yourself? And there's many out there that do, but this is really going to impact the world as we know it. I truly believe that.
It is. No, there's a few, like I said, there'll be 1 million of us at least, I reckon. By the time we launch, I'd be very surprised if we're not at 750,000. More likely 1 million, because once we go into soft launch, the floodgates are going to open. When they see the products, they're going to want, oh my God, it's real. It's a real company. They're actually going to go live for now. Because people have been saying that all along. Oh yeah, you've said that for 2 years, you're going live. But I feel it. I don't know about you, but I actually feel we are nearly there now. It's that time that we've taken. It's took a long time. but it's been the right thing to do, because you can't grow a multi-billion-dollar company in a year. Right. People want it. They want the money now. That's what I'm saying. They're all, the people who want the business to launch now are the ones who want the money. They're not looking at it for the real reason. So they need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And when they see that, they'll understand that this is a business for the future and for your generations to come. You know, so it's not about you. It's really about your children and their children, who you're going to look after for the rest of your life. Well, their life as well, hopefully. That's the goal, isn't it?
Right, right. Now, it's brilliant. I love this sharing care. Anyways. So I just have a quick question for you. For the people like the naysayers, the people who are actually looking at OnPassive, what would you say to them if they say, what's in it for me? Like, what do I get out of this? How hard will I have to work? I mean, we already know the cost, but if you want to touch on that, just to show them how big this really is and how it can affect their lives so positively in the share and care area. Could you just elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, we can't go into money figures because obviously that's something we can't talk about, but we can talk about, obviously it's $97 to get started. So what is $97? That's the first thing I would say is, what can you buy for $97 these days? Pair of trainers, a meal out with your family, not even that. You know, it's nothing. So it's write-offable money, isn't it? It's not, don't think of it as, oh, it's a risk. Well, I'm sorry, but the risk to reward here is amazing. And you might as well just don't buy the mobile phone, or don't go out for a meal, or don't buy those shoes. Just do it and don't think about it. So that's the first thing. But when it comes to OnPassive, the money will come. You don't need to think about that. What the company is going to do, if you want it to, it's going to do everything for you. I don't think you should do that. Like I said, I don't think you should sit back and let everything happen through the company, because that's putting your fate in somebody else's hands again. I think you should sit down with whoever's referred you to this business. And if you've not got that, plug yourself into somebody like, this team, or there's loads of teams within OnPassive that you can go and sit with, and they'll help you to get the right thing. But, you're going to find friends, you're going to make money, you're going to have millions of tools. At the end of the day, it's a one-stop shop for everything that you could ever want in your life, I think. And there's nothing else out there that will ever compete with this, I don't believe. We'll probably have copycats. They'll try, but they can't change a movement, can they? They can't change people's mindsets and change this path that we're already all on now. We've been on it for 2 years. Some people are just coming in at the last minute and they're thinking, we've missed the boat. You've not missed the boat. We haven't even started yet. We've been on I think Neil, my husband, he's more of a numbers man. We've tripled our membership from when we got involved. And most of that's happened in the last 6 months. It's unbelievable. Right. So you don't realize, somebody's saying that we get a lifetime money back guarantee. There is a lifetime money back guarantee, but it's not officially. That's what Ash says. It's the 30-day money back guarantee from when we go live. But once you go live, why would you walk away? It's like winning the lottery and throwing your lottery ticket down the toilet. Why would you do that? It's like mental. So for me, if you've not got started, then this is something it should be on the top of your list. And it's not a risk. I don't see it as a risk. But there is a money back guarantee if you find that what we're saying is not true, but it is true. So why would you walk away? I think I've had one person in all of the 2.5 years walk away, and it was just it got involved for the wrong reasons. You can't see things. You just can't see it. So I've had one person walk away. Everybody else is just fired up. In the last month, they've all started to see the big picture and they're like, oh my God. So if you've not got started, it's time to do that before we go live with a soft launch, because the price is going up then. Right.
Perfect.
So there's really two options before people. That which you were sharing as far as getting involved, it's your business, get in there, get building, because things are going to happen for you quicker. Or if people are of the place where, I just want to put that in and I'm just going to stay back, I don't want to do any of this, they can be passive.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why Ash set it up that way. He wanted people who've not been able to recruit, don't like that word, but not been able to share with people, not been able to make a penny in any business that they've done online before. It's all about that person just not being able to do anything and make money. So everybody will make money. Others will make more because they're going to put more effort into it. That's the only difference.
Right.
And you don't have to, and you might be somebody who I don't want to share, and then you'll find you'll share. At some point on your journey, you will start to share because you don't have to. You will. It's a psychological thing. Reverse psychology. You don't share. I'm going to share.
Well, when you start learning about what this really is, I was talking with some other people a couple of days ago, and we were talking about how maybe 1 to 10% really get what we have here. And I mean, you know, we are almost at that 500,000 mark. Well, my goodness, if the lights start going on just for those that are founders already, it'll be mind-boggling, because yeah, you get excited, you want to share, you want to be able to, as you're saying, not recruit, but you want to be able to help people, because this is going to benefit so many people.
Well, can you imagine if you didn't tell somebody imagine this scenario, you didn't tell somebody who you're very close to, and then you just happen to be one of the, well, it's going to be a lot of very wealthy people, but don't want to talk money. But let's just say you were, and then you were, like, I saw you driving around in your nice car and you got a nice house, and they'll say, what how have you done that? Well, I told you about it. No, you didn't tell me. And I did tell you. So at least if you told them, you can, and I would actually go as far to say, can you just acknowledge that I have actually told you, because I don't want you coming back in 2 years' time saying, why didn't you tell me?
Exactly.
So that's the thing to do. But some people, families are the worst. They don't like what you do, and they never agree with what you're going to say. So I very rarely talk to family, but I will look after my family, my sister and my parents. So that's not a problem. But friends, if they don't see it, that's their problem, not yours, isn't it? But at least you've told them, so they can't come back after us and say you never gave me the opportunity. So that's all it is. It's just share with them. If they don't see the information, they don't get it, then just walk away. But at least you've done your bit, haven't you, then? Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think I would like something to do that for me. I mean, you get hammered every day with different opportunities, but this is a different thing. It's not an opportunity. This is a lifestyle thing, isn't it? It's going to change many people's lives, and it's going to be around for a long time. So it's not the same as any other opportunity.
Well, that's what I'm finding with a lot of people that I have shared with since June, and sharing all the information. Now, all of a sudden, they're starting to come to me and saying, you know what, I didn't really look at that. I think I should maybe look at that, because they're starting to hear, more and more people are hearing OnPassive, you know, and they're like, hey, wait a second, what is this?
Right, the curiosity. Yeah.
I had somebody join me 2 days ago, and she's been part of my group for 2.5 years. Yeah, I was just kicking a can up the road. I'm like, well, just do it, for God's sake. You know, I was like, what are you playing at? And she might have been watching this call. So, but yeah, I think there's still people sat there on the fence thinking, not quite sure if it's going to go live. Well, we've got 500,000 people. Does that not tell you something?
Yeah. Well, they'll thank you later.
Tonight will be the big thing. We don't know yet, do we?
No. Yeah.
So that, for those people who are watching this, you don't know what that means, but when you're a founder, you get on special behind the scenes calls, and that's what we're having tonight. So we're all excited for this particular call.
Yeah, today's going to be an exciting day for sure. So Julia, anything else you want to add here?
Wow, that's a lot of information. It's fantastic information, and I just loved it. Every minute of it. I was just like so intense. So I really appreciate it, Sharon. It's been great to meet you too. So I think you're a hoot. So thanks for your time.
In person, you never know, because I have to come to Canada some days.
Come to wine country, Okanagan, British Columbia, Canada. You're welcome all the time.
I think I've got to go to Vancouver Island first. I might have to come back. Otherwise, I'll be shouted at by Suzanne. But I'll go to Vancouver Island first.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll drive down. I've only got that 25 minutes, so I'll come. Girls.
Oh,
Sharon, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
So grateful that you could join us today. I know always trying to maneuver the time zones is always fun, but we got it and we did it, and love the information you shared with us. It was fantastic. So we are going to let you go. I know you have another meeting coming up. So once again, Sharon, thank you very much for joining us.
And well, I'm used to your time zone with Suzanne. I'm like forever at 6 o'clock. He's getting up. I'm like, oh, so I'm used to it now.
Awesome.
It was lovely.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Have a super day, or I guess it's evening for you. So have a super evening. We'll talk again.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
So there you have it. Wasn't that wonderful, guys? You know, for me, I'm going to have to go back and go over the information again, because there was so much there, and she was just delightful, wasn't she, Julia?
She's just a hoot. I just get a kick out of talking to her. I mean, she just has the cutest little accent, and you know, the share and care thing, it just really hit home here. So yeah, it was just an absolute pleasure to have a chance to speak to her. Yeah.
That was great. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate it. And as we said earlier, go ahead, like, share, interact. We have our Facebook page. Mine is TN Grow Wealth Together. My YouTube channel is of the same name. So go ahead, subscribe. Then you can be in on all of these interviews that we're doing.
Exactly, and the same goes for me. I have a Facebook business page, a Telegram page, excuse me, and also I do the YouTube channel. It's brand new, but it's all under AJ Internet Solutions. I invite you to come if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them for you.
Awesome. And as we heard Sharon say to us earlier, there's no reason to hold back. For that 97 to become a founder, I mean, oh my goodness, what is going to be ahead of us is really going to be something else. So all the best today, everyone. We will be back again on the 8th. Monday with Red Redfern, one of our guys on Leadership Council. He does a lot of webinars. He does a lot of YouTube informational. So it's going to be a good time. We'll let you know when that's happening too. So from Vancouver Island, thanks, guys.
And thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye.